Hey yo, day 7, January 7th, 2026. That feels kind of crazy to say. 7 days ago, this was literally just me setting up the camera on my kitchen counter and telling myself, alright, let's try this. I wasn't sure how long I'd last. I thought maybe a few days and then I probably would give up. But here we are, a week later, still going strong and still as motivated as ever. Now, before we get into the workout, really want to say thank you to the 11 people who have subscribed so far and to everyone who have left comments. Honestly, I didn't expect anyone to even find these videos, let alone take the time to say something. Seeing actual people out there watching and providing positive support really gave me a huge boost and gave me more extrinsic motivation on top of the intrinsic motivation. And it made this feel real, like I'm not just talking into the void. Now, here, starting with pull ups, these already felt different compared to day one. Not easier, because as you can see, I didn't increase my rep count at any point, but they felt smoother, I'd say. I would say I'm not swinging as much, and I'm not thinking about every rep as hard. That's what a week of repetition does. Now, a week might not be like much on paper, but I think mentally it's huge. The hardest part was never the exercises, it was pressing record and starting and editing and putting yourself out there. And you can see in this video, like I'm trying to avoid showing my face because I am still anxious or, worried about that. But honestly, like after you start posting a few videos, it starts to bother you less and less. So I think if anybody else is out there who's maybe on the fence of like, oh, I don't want to show my face or I don't want to record myself, put myself out there, just give it a shot. You never know what can happen. It could be something great, could change your life. Now, the second set of pull-ups that I just did was trying to keep them clean. Wasn't trying to cheat because it's the end of week one. I'm trying to lock in and do it proper as like the 1 week milestone. And looking back, I used to think motivation was something you wait for. Now I'm realizing it's something you build by doing and by locking in and by being consistent. Now, moving into squats, these feel like a reset for me. Heart rate up, breathing heavy, brain clears out. And really, it's just locking in. All I'm thinking about is one more rep, one more rep, one more rep, and trying to bust those out. And sometimes the internal motivation can get tough, but then the people who have commented or are supporting, I think that provides more motivation to keep it going and to finish the workout. Now, even a week is only 7 days, but if I just look back and add up the total reps, so week one completed 82 pull ups, which is quite a lot in the grand scheme of things, 75 dips. I know I'm showing squats right now, but I want to save that number for last. 75 dips done in week one. And guess how many squats? I did the math and adding up each day, 675 squats done in week one. That's crazy. I had to take a step back and I was like, man, damn, that's a lot. Didn't realize it as you're going through each day, but then when you reflect and look back over the week, it really adds up. So just to recap that, week one, 82 pull-ups, 675 squats, and 75 dips. Week two, try to beat that. We'll see how it goes. Now, the second set of pull-ups, legs are burning, but it's that good kind of tired. Similar to the runner's high where, after a long workout, your cardio's up, your heart rate's up, but you really feel focused, you feel fresh. That was me during the second set. And I was just thinking, all right, let's get it. One more, one more, one more. Let's keep the journey going. And then as I'm looking at each of these videos, really not here to be impressive. I don't have like great genetics or great body. I got a belly, a little bit of belly going on. Like, not here to be impressive. I'm just here to be consistent. And hopefully, that consistency can really make a difference in my health and fitness. Now, moving on to dips. First set of dips always feel fresh, always feel good. And really just locking in, trying to keep my shoulders down. It's usually the second set of dips where they start to feel a little humbling, or the my strength after like the third or fourth rep really drops quite a bit. But I think that will just get better with time as I keep getting more reps in, and hopefully if I'm losing weight, that will help with these as well. And here at the end, I got a little wiggly because I was trying to stabilize myself, but overthunk it. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's why I was a little sloppy there at the end. And then just now moving on to the last set of dips, and then week 1 is complete. That's crazy. 7 days done. Like, here we go. I would say I'm really proud of myself for posting this online, being consistent, editing every day, trying to improve my edits every day where I can. And I'm not great yet, but hopefully by the end, I can get great. And that's day 7, 1 full week. Shout out to everyone who's been watching, subscribing, commenting. You genuinely made this much easier to stick with. I'm even more pumped now. Week 2 starting tomorrow. Let's get it.